feel horrendous.
It does feel horrendous. It's dangerous. Oh, hang on. Oh no. Dude, we just loose off the bottom one. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna weld it. Good afternoon. So, in the last video we've seen we got the Mustang. Mixed reviews. It's definitely not straight on the ramp, but it's fine. So we're gonna go quickly put it up on the ramp. Well, I say quickly put it up on the ramp. Yeah, we need to see where that plays. That's the most important thing.
Hey, is he moving the steering wheel?
Yeah, that's how bad that is. So we're gonna get it up on the ramp and we're gonna see everything wrong with this car. But first of all, yes, they've noticed this play in the steering wheel. There's a bit of play there, isn't there? So we're gonna go over the car, see what's wrong, see what badly needs replacing, and see what can maybe wait a little bit before it needs replacing. And then just have a look underneath this car and see what kind of state it's in, see what the bushes are like. But I badly need to have a look. I just want to see what's going on under here. It feels like a lot of bad things are going on underneath here, so I just want to have a look and just see how bad it is, you know. We're gonna get, collectively all four of us, there's lots of faces going on right now thinking this is a fucking death trap. Yeah, so the first thing is this play in the steering. I want to see where this is coming from, because we can buy replacement parts.
A bit less.
There
it is.
What is it?
Bit that goes from the, see that play in that there?
That's sleeve, innit?
You can get, so is that the column or is that the actual steering rack itself?
Column.
That's just the column? Because I can get a replacement's one of them. Yeah, go on, Kieran.
You might just got a fucking car and got 10 grand on it.
Yeah, so that plays absolutely shocking. So what's happened there? Is that the outer thing that's worn, or would it be the
Both.
Probably both.
That's bad, that, innit?
It must feel horrendous.
It does feel horrendous. It's dangerous. Oh, hang on. Oh no. I mean, the back does feel really bad. So look at the wheels. What do you mean? Look at the wheels. What is that? What's it hitting on? I'm guessing that's just previously in its life. These were ran on the front at one point, so that's probably what it is. But you know what? The chassis itself isn't that bad.
No,
Yo, yeah, I did notice the exhaust. Let me borrow the exhaust
it's been towards northwest.
through the wheel. I have noticed that. So there's probably a little bit of a blow there. Are the bushes okay in the back? Can we have a look at the bushes? Because it feels like they're not okay. What? Let's have a look.
Yes.
What are we looking at? Oh, so we've got a solid rear bush, have we?
It's been welded by Stevie Wonder there.
It's been welded. We've got welded rear bushes.
No wonder you wanted to swap it.
Hey mate, this is cool, this is. Can we raise the coilovers a bit when we're here?
No, it's seized.
Dude, we just loose off the bottom one.
The whole shop is in there. Wow, no, he's done it too far.
No, fucking quarter cup.
Oh yeah, you fucked it there.
Oh, I fucked it there, yeah. Okay, so we're trying to raise the coilovers. We're going with the hammer and extension method. Tom's trying to be funny right now. It's actually, the chassis like not that bad. Like, it's actually not that rusty, I'm not gonna lie. Which is good news. I don't know if it's ever been undersealed in its life. It looks rusty, certainly it's rusty, but like, there's no holes anywhere, well I can see anyway, everything's pretty strong. So I'm just going to raise the rears a little bit because it's far too low. It's a nightmare raising the rears with this axle. So I'm holding it and Kieran's hitting and hammering. I'm just going to raise it maybe like half an inch or something like that. Right, we're gonna take the belt off real quick. My guys, hey guys, and we're gonna see what's causing the squeak. Should we take a picture of this belt before we take it off?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or you might better go in an alternate place and get a new pulley.
So it's the alternator, which is annoying. It's just the one I kind of didn't want it to be.
You can get the pulley, just replace them.
Just the pulley.
You know the guy used to have the unit that we just got.
Yeah.
He used to be able to do them.
Right, so new belt is on. That was just in the back of the car. What we'll do is we'll fire up and actually see if that's made a bit of a difference, because the pulley there when we were spinning it didn't actually sound that loud. So maybe it was the combination of the belt and the pulley. It's a bit quieter now. But we need to get a new alternator pulley. I'll have a look at the boot and see if there's any kind of like leftover pulleys which might go on there. But let's fire up and see if that's made a difference. Look guys, it's actually stopped squeaking. So it was the belt, maybe a combination of two. Maybe it might squeak when we're high up in the revs, but you could definitely hear it when it's idling, and now it's not squeaking at all. Yeah, it's not squeaking. It was a belt. Get in. Right, sorry for the weird cut, but it's the next day, so we don't have time to do this just today. But I went home and I'd looked for some steering racks. There's one Mustang breaking in the whole country, and he has actually got a steering column and a steering rack. But I kind of don't want to get it because I feel like the reason this has happened, it happens to every single Mustang, like everything on the forums that has this problem. And since we're going to be drifting it, it's just going to do it even more. So if we buy a new steering rack, it's going to happen again. So I wanted something a more cemented solution. And there is a company in America that sell solid columns. They're like $500, £500. So what we're going to do is we need to get used to using our initiative and just doing things, just fixing things with what we've got available. So what we're going to do, we're going to weld it. I'll show you in a second of where we're going to weld and what we're going to do. But I've heard people doing this online and it works for them, and it's great. It's going to be a bit more difficult to take the rack off in the future and stuff, the column, but I can't drive it like it is now, and I definitely can't skid like it is now. So we're going to weld it. Worst case scenario, I just go and buy that column anyway, so it's not a big deal. We're going to give it a go. So Kieran's just having a little meeting upstairs, whatever. And we're going to weld the rack, the steering column. So I'm going to try and show you this. Here is the steering column here, and that's how it bolts down onto the rack. If we come up here, hopefully you can see this. It's like two splines. You've got the top spline and the bottom spline. I've got my camera in my mouth. Alright, watch this. Hopefully you can see. It's hundreds higher than that. Hundreds higher than that. So we're gonna put a weld, or a lot of weld, right between those two joints where it was flexing just then. Just bang, 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 weld the shit out of that bit. Do a full rotation of the wheel or half rotation. Bang, 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 weld the shit out of it. And apparently there's another one of those joints inside the car, so where it comes into the underneath the dash. So there's no dash up there, so we might just blast out with a bit of weld as well. But this is the main one, and that's really, really, really bad. So up there, hopefully we can get in there with the exhaust. We'll let it cool down. We'll get the welder out. Right, we've done the best we can do in the position. So we can barely even get the thing up there. So it's not pretty at all. But I've already tested it, and it feels way better. So if that does fail, the only thing to do would be to take the steering column off and then weld it off the car. But hopefully that holds. I know it feels 10 times better, because I literally just, even when we did the first one, I had to go in and just turn the weight round to go all the way around. Okay, so just a disclaimer, Kieran doesn't weld. We just stole Tom's welding before we'd ever go. Yeah. But so much better. There's no dead zone now, which is awesome. I don't think it's not too bad. Like, worst case scenario, could have opened it, put it up the ramp, massive hole, like things hanging off. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. We knew. Pardon? It's cool though. It is. You like it? I like it. It's cool. I mean, even like with now like white 17-inch wheels. Ugh, we've got some 19-inch wheels at home, and we are going to wrap the whole car. So we're just going to bring her down. But I've got some wrap in the garage. I've already ordered some like plastic weld to fix the bumper. I've already ordered some bits and bobs. I've already ordered a full wrapping kit. I've already got that at home. So we're going to wrap this at home. It'll have to be perfect. But I really like this car. I do really like this car. So some people didn't like it in the comments. Some people said, oh, you should have got the 350. You've got to understand, YouTube is technically a job of mine. So when the 350 isn't providing any content, it's not doing its job, and it's not, the views were really low. All I had to do then was just go on drift days and stuff. This is going to provide a lot of content. And people saying it's a shed. It is a shed. Like, it is a shed, but it's purpose. Like, it has a purpose, and it is a bit of a shed. But it's sick. It's a manual import left-hand drive V8. Like, you're never going to find these cars ever again. You're probably never going to even find one of these for sale ever again. Like, this is just so rare, so cool. Yeah, it's a bit of a shed, but I promise you, it will look cool. And anyone who's saying, oh, what the fuck you bought that for? You're not looking at the bigger picture. I can see this in my head. The little thing's fixed. Nice wheels, the wrap, and I promise you right now, it's going to look good. So this has got is it a ruche body kit? So it's like quite a rare body kit, and is cool. And everyone's saying it looks shit. I can't wait to be your all. So we love you all. We're just trying to get, is that working?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it is. We're just getting some of the stickers off which I took. This thing's never going to go off. I think a sander's going to be good on this. But you can't deny it's cool, guys. And it's not that bad under there. So we just raised the coil over a little bit on the back, so we couldn't even get it in the fucking unit. And it's on 17, so we put 19s on it. It'll be much nicer to drive. Come on, guys. You can't tell me it's not cool. Look at it. You just can't. I'm going to get started on this car pretty quick there, so I'm going to test fit the wheels when we get home. Actually, I'll keep the video rolling for that. Okay, so we're going to run it home quick. I bought some wheels last night for quite cheap. They're not like an amazing branded set, but they're like quite nice specs. And with a paint, they were quite good. So they're in terrible condition at the minute. They're like battered and bruised all over. But what was, I'm going to go home and get test fit them. So I want to put the 9. So one of them is a 9.5J. I want to put that on the front. They're 19-inch, by the way, and then I want to put the 8.5s on the back. Because when we're drifting, we're going to be putting the 18-inch wheels on anyway. We'll put the 350Z wheels on. So hopefully these 9.5Js sit on the front. Now there are like 30mm space on the front at the minute, so I think 30mm space with a 9.5J might be a little bit crazy, or it might be perfect. We can get away with a little bit more in the front, especially with a little bit of a stretched tyre. So I'm just going to test fit them. If the 8.5Js fit amazing on the front, then we'll just have the 9.5Js go in the rear without a spacer, and that'll be our like cruising setup. Okay, we're back home. I don't know if you guys can see anything. I hate making wheels fit. I just hate dealing with wheels on cars. Like, why can't they all just be universal? So here are the ones that I've got. Yeah, they look a bit shit. Well, they might look okay with the refurb. They're 9.5Js. You've got all these stupid multi-fits, so you're going to need them thin little sockets. Thin little stupid fucking sockets. And also, it doesn't go on because this wheel has the indent, you know, where the wheel spacer bits can fit in. The other wheels, I've even just tried the raise off the 350, which actually looks pretty good, to be fair, but that's not going to work. They can't go on either, because when you've got the stupid wheel spacers, these protrude. So now I'm going to have to buy the little tiny, the thin ones, thin wheel spacers. So I've got to buy them to get wheels fit, to buy this, the different fucking centre balls. Like, why can't wheels just be universal? Like, why is it so difficult? I hate dealing with wheels. So it's dark as shit right now. So I'm just going to put the old wheels back on and figure out what I'm going to do, because if these wheels fit, like, they were a good deal if I was going to paint them, but now I've got to buy loads of different shit and they're a little bit too wide, so I'm going to get different wheel spacers. I'm like hundreds of pounds down, do you know what I mean? When I could just, it's so annoying. I hate dealing with wheels. Ugh.